Good day everyone. Today on the bench I'm going to tie you up a little deep water enticer. This is a great little pattern for fishing deep in these lakes. My favorite color, it's black and it has a blue underbody, and the straggle string will go through the materials where you need to tie this fly. Very productive. The bottom of the lakes is very productive. A lot of trout hang down there, as you folks all know. We're going to use a 3761 Tiemco wet fly hook, size 10. You can tie this in a couple other sizes if you like. We're going to use for the body Uni Mylar. It's copper blue, size 10. It's copper on one side and blue on the other. It works really nice for that body. The rib, I'm going to use some Semperfli straggle string in black. And this has the UV built right into the core. Beautiful product. The underbody, I'm going to be using some 020 lead wire just to keep there. We're going to use for my thread, I'm going to use some 6/0 black flat nylon. The collar or the thorax, we're going to use just some hairline dubbing black, just some rabbit dub, and then also I'm going to incorporate some of this Semperfli ice dub here. That's really nice. I'm going to use the black. Just give it a little bit on the outside here, not to overtake it too much. Just give it a little glisten down there, just so that they can see it just a little bit easier down in the depths. So we'll get to it. I'm also going to be using some Solarez bone dry. Have your little toothbrush ready to go. And let's start tying this fly up. My enticers were tied with tails. These are the Enticer Nymphs. I don't tie any tails on them. And I use these in many different colors. Basically, the Enticer, I like to use the color underneath the thorax, or the hackle I put on them. Kind of hide the flash inside the fly a little more. And it's nice. So I'm going to do 10 wraps of 020 lead on the mid shank, mid to front, just to balance the fly out so it rides nice and level in the water. It stays right in behind my whatever fly line I wish to use to stay in the zone. I want to keep in the zone as long as possible. I don't want it to be a jig. I just want it to come in horizontal. I'm tying copper side up with my mylar tinsel. Come in here with our Semperfli straggle string. This is in black. There's also another color would work really nice on this fly. You can tie some of these as well. Let's put some purple straggle string on there too, so you can see the difference. And these colors show up very well in the depths. Black and blue does not change in the colors when you get it down to the depths at all. If you know the color charts, like red is be the first one you notice on shallower water, and it becomes dark real quick. It doesn't, and so on. We'll go over that sometime when we talk about colors. I'm just going to wrap my tinsel forward. Wrap it down here. Get a pretty good size area for the thorax. And what I'll do here is I'll just get my Solarez, coat all the tinsel. There we go. Try to make these flies durable as we can. That's the way you can spend your time fishing instead of retying flies that have fallen apart. We don't want them to do that. And we get this straggle legs, just add a little bit of UV in there. Hit it with my light. That'll cook it on nice and solid. Makes a great underbody. Very attractive. In the water it even looks better, much better. I'm going to tie these straggles back out of my way. I'm going to come in here with some Semperfli wire. This is 0.1 millimeter, very extra fine silver wire. Color really doesn't matter. I'm using it for to build myself a little wire brush. Now if you don't use a Nor vise like I have here, a rotary vise, you can use dubbing loops. And also another good option, I'm tying my wire back over itself, that way it won't pull out. Another good option is dubbing blocks. You can look that up. Dubbing blocks, basically a piece of wood, and you can build wire brushes in there. Okay, so what I need to do now is bring in my little dubbing table for my Nor vise. Lay my thread over top of the table. Get a little, pull out some rabbit dubbing. Kind of stretch the fibers out a little bit there, leave them on one side of the thread more so I get a little more length to it. And I'll pinch off a little bit of my black Semperfli ice dubbing. And over the years, you know, we get to change and trick out some of these fly patterns with different materials. Oh, that one didn't hold. There you go. Now, to resolve that problem, most of the time it'll catch in there just fine. But if you have it slide out on you, I just take some dubbing wax, put a little bit on my wire there, and that'll keep everything in place when I pull it over top. There, now it doesn't want to leave. And I'll wrap this the opposite way. I spin my vise. Now it's pretty tight on there, pretty buggy, but I want to comb this out. A little toothbrush. Take your time on this. I like the nice buggy collar. And if you can get some of these fibers sticking out nice, that'll give you a nice hackle. I get a turn in there, a bit of a ball. As I keep coming, I just tease my rabbit. Now I'm starting to see the ice coming in. I just tie that off. Won't have to use it all. Lay my scissors on right on the hook. Pull it back. This fiber there with a little bit of the dubbing wax on it. And here, take a few turns with whip finish. And comb it back a little more if you like. Bring in my solar res. Make sure your eye's clean. You don't want to trap anything in the eyelet. That's also aggravating when you're trying to tie on your tip. It won't go through there. Now I'll just get my light, finish that up. That is Deepwater Enticer Nymph. You can see the blue undertones in there. That is very, very fish sketchy. It kind of breathes in water. That color will work in the water a little bit. You get that ice stub trailing in behind. It's a great little deep water pattern there, and there's a lot of fish caught in the bottom of lakes, and this is one I'd recommend for you. So thanks for watching today on the bench. We'll catch you again real soon.